What's going on, guys? Saturday afternoon here, and first off, it's a little warm. No complaints though. So, first off, we're gonna go ahead and head over to the mechanics because A, I'm not one. B, technically now, see, like on brakes and rotors, don't get me wrong, I do know how to replace those. Although, kind of a cool thing about this is, obviously you guys have followed the channel. If not, if you're new here, hello. But there is basically, I'm sure that you guys, either you're mechanics yourselves, or you know of a mechanic, and especially one that you've known. Now this guy, I've known him, I promise you, probably since elementary. I've been out of school for 25 plus years. So, well, yeah. But anyhow, I'm heading over to him to just, like I said, he's known the family since before I was even around, if that even tells you anything. So, he knows mom and dad quite well. And as you guys know, dad is no longer here. So, when I go over to BS with him, it's kind of nice for the factor that knowing that dad isn't here anymore, but like just I still get I get to chat with him to kind of having like old memories being brought back up, if you will, or it might even be a new story that about my dad and him that I didn't even know about. So that is kind of a cool little thing. And you know, of course, for both of us, you know, we both on both ends, we try to make sure, of course, it's not anything that's going to, you know, not to sit there and say that we're grown-ass men that we can't cry, because I'm telling you, certain things I was always like, and I mean, not like it was pushed into me as a kid, like, you know, men don't cry, fuck all that shit. If something hits you fucking emotionally fucking hard enough and fucking like close as fuck to home, the music even fucking makes me fucking bust down or not bust down, but break down and cry anymore. Hell, I've even seen, and I shit you not, guys, like even in fucking video games, if it hits at the right fucking time, or just like I'm in that certain fucking headspace, whatever, what have you, I'm sure I'm not the only one. But yeah, that shit, man, like it just, I don't like using the word triggered, so to speak, but certain things do trigger basically fucking memories and such, and in other words, that, you know, obviously gets to me. So just as human as you guys are, and I'm just now, not saying just now starting to lose family, but losing those ones like extremely close to me, to where it's like, fuck, dude, like this shit is like starting to have that heavy emotional fucking hit to me. Because I have had aunts and uncles pass in the past, and no disrespect by any means to any of them, you know, by a long shot, you know, at all. But just because you're family doesn't mean that you're always around everybody of your family. And a lot of us have a very, very large family. So you guys kind of get what I'm saying. It's like, you know, you may have a very large family and you're very close. Fucking awesome. Kudos. A lot of people, you know, don't even like being around people, let alone even family members. But hey, we are all obviously different. Anyhow, I'm gonna head down here. So you guys know that the students are gone. I went up last night, tried it a little bit. It was okay, but you could definitely, I don't even know, like the feeling in the air, the feeling in the town, the whole nine. You usually can't just walk across fucking Main Street, High Street, whatever the fuck you want to call it, right where Brick is at, dead down in the middle of the street during the day. You just usually, I mean, you can, and people are just gonna like fucking honk their horns at you for being an idiot walking dead in the middle of the street. But when I'd say easily 90% of the student body population is gone for spring break, it's much easier to just lollygag, walk in the middle of the street and all that, because there's not a whole fucking lot of people there. Obviously townies, yes, but in general, no. everybody knows when the students are there, the students run that town. It's just, it is what it is. So I'm going to go over here to see the mechanic. The funny thing is, also, he's got my dad's last name, which is, I think, kind of funny too. But I'm going to go here, and like I said, I mean, only if it's like, besides like the parts and everything, I'm sure obviously that, you know, mechanics, you guys set your per hour or whatever, especially if you have your own spot and you don't have any overhead or nothing like that. I know that obviously you guys can make more. You know, understanding that, you know, you try to do different things. I know the phone's shaking, my bad. The road's not bad, it's just actually clumps of dirt, which I'm sure neighbors and everything's been doing whatever type of work that they've been needing to do, and clumps are out here. But anyhow, yeah, you're going to get some shakes because you're literally mounted underneath the rearview mirror, so it's kind of a given you're going to get a little bit of a shake. My bad for something I can't control. But anyhow, so I'm headed down here for him to check out the car and everything. Hopefully he's not busy for 5 to 10 minutes just to peep out the car. I know my brakes and rotors need replaced, like I was getting at the beginning of the video. I can do this shit by myself. I know I can, but like I was getting at, I enjoy having the conversation with the dude. So it's like, I know a lot of people like look into different things, like, well, dude, like, why don't you do it yourself? You know, even save yourself like a couple $100. I totally get that. Don't get me wrong on that, because hell, I even know like the parts nowadays between my brakes and rotors, those are probably going to cost me easily $200, if not even more. I'm already well aware of that. I mean, this, in my head, I'm sitting there thinking $300 to get the job done, which more likely is going to be probably along the lines of like $500 just to get just literally the front brakes and rotors done, and that's it. But my point of going down here is, to me, that sentimental value and just of having conversations with somebody I've known for fucking years, and B, somebody that's known both my parents for years, and just to having that fucking hanging out cool ass fucking moment bullshit would do. I mean, how many of you out there in general have somebody that you've known and your family has known for so long that you can do that? And on top of that, I mean, I know this isn't really necessarily any point or validation to the conversation, but how many of you have those mechanics and such to where either a mechanic or if they're doing some other type of service for you, how many of them will allow you into their working service area? I can walk in here, walk completely around the car with the dude and have a full-blown conversation, and he doesn't mind. Now, of course, he doesn't have like he's got like a waiting room, if you will, but I mean, it's still got the paneling up from the fucking 60s and 70s, and the dude doesn't care. I don't even think he honestly even uses it. But anyhow, like, I can sit out there and bullshit with him while he's doing the work. Now, granted, probably on the brakes and rotors, I'll probably end up, if I accept, you know, his price and such, I'll probably end up dropping it off, having him give me a call once it's done and going back and picking it up. But I guess I'll actually make this video partial of talking about, you know, old family friends and things of that nature, and then the other half, which you guys know, like I was mentioning, the students, the greater majority, so to speak, are gone. So we're going to head out towards Mason, Ohio. Some of you that, you know, follow the channel, obviously those that know me personally, I would about gather and imagine you know where Kings Island is. Yee! That was a little bit sharper of a left turn than I had imagined, or intended, rather, is the word, on taking. But no, I was looking up, of course, to see like if any promos and such, since, like I said, you know, whenever the students are gone for any type of holiday or extended like leave, I got to go to another town, because I mean, it's kind of, I'm not going to sit there and say I can't deliver in a ghost town, because I have before, and in a 10 to 12 hour day, I still made some decent money. But I mean, why not go to another town that you're decently aware of, but also get to find new shit, and just like it's a change of scenery, basically, in a way too. So, because like you guys know, once I start traveling, I'm gonna be having, like, everything's gonna be brand new to me. Like the state, the cities, the towns, all that shit's gonna become all brand new to me. So, you know, why not kind of start going out into cities I'm aware of, but I haven't initially, like, worked that entire city, you know what I mean? I mean, I've worked, like, in some of these cities that I have went to, like Hamilton, Fairfield, so on and so forth. I have actually lived and worked in those towns, but, you know what I'm saying? It's just, like, kind of, like, branch myself out here dashing while the kids are gone, so when they come back, you know, yeah. I'm already at 10 out of 18. Okay, so yes, of course I still got to work on getting this phone emptied out, because of course I'm back into the time out of time, so my storage is hella full, but I gotta get probably either pay for that Google storage or some shit. But anyhow, so I'm literally not even 3 miles from the mechanic at the moment, but we're gonna go out to Mason today. If you guys obviously didn't already pick that up. So we're going to go out here, probably be right around Kings Island quite a bit, because I want to try to stay out here. That's one thing that kind of sucks every once in a while. If you do go out to another town, bro, you need to, like, really strap your paper plate down, because that thing is, like, waving in the wind. I mean, it was one of the paper temporary plates in a plastic liner. So yeah, I mean, I give you that for the plastic liner, so that therefore whenever it rains, I mean paper rain, you guys got a brain cell, you know what happens there. So yeah, we're gonna go head up there. There's promos throughout the night, and I figured, what the hell, go ahead and start venturing out that way after we go talk to the mechanic and see what we can pull in, and then of course later on tonight we'll be back on the streaming end of the channel there. I was on for, I think, about an hour and a half last night. It's like, I don't know, been kind of going through like a little stage, I guess, if you will. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love gaming. It's just like, I think getting outside more in ways, like, even though I love being in the house, I would prefer to stay in the house 24/7 and nobody bother me and all that jazz. But I don't know, honestly, even with it getting warmer, it does feel a lot better getting out. And whether I'm dashing for a couple hours or if I'm just chilling, and hell, I can be in the fucking parking lot watching YouTube videos or whatever, what have you. Obviously, that's not a part of my job, you guys know that, but it's a perk of my job, is where I can work wherever and whenever I want. You guys know this broken record. But yeah, I just love and enjoy that. Just like the other day, I sat there and I took a break. I think I was dashing for a little bit. I took a break and I went on a hike with you guys. Well, not technically with you, of course. I recorded it and you guys got to see it later on, but you get the point. So yeah, so I would say first part of the video is definitely going to be about getting the car worked on, whether it's going to be by myself or with the family mechanic that I've known fucking for ages, since probably elementary school or beforehand. The other half of the video, obviously the end part, is about going obviously outside of my regular area to dash and other cities and towns. So we're literally not even a mile. I know it's like really, I was about to say a quarter, but I know a quarter is a lot. Fucking pretty much like right here in front of my face. We're about to pull up here, so I'll be wrapping this video up here literally in just a few seconds. Have him peek the shit out, see what he wants to charge me, and then of course I'll obviously make my decision from that point, and then we will be on our way. So with ending this here, I probably won't see you guys until later on tonight when I start streaming. Obviously, you know, check in, and even if you guys don't get this video today, hop on here anytime you want. Obviously, watch any of the videos that you want. Typically between 10 and 11. Sometimes I try to get on earlier to stream, but usually 10 to 11 o'clock at night is kind of like my go-to time, because I guess I'm kind of like a second, third shift slash type of streamer, if you will, because of course I'm out here during the day trying to dash and just be outside and enjoying life as much as possible. And then, yeah. I think the schedule will change a tad bit once we go nomad, but that's, of course, other videos that we've had and all of that. So, but, yeah, I would say with that being said, I'm literally about to pull onto his road, so we're going to wrap this up. You guys have a fantastic Saturday, and we'll see you with some shorts and other videos throughout the day, and we'll see you later on tonight when we get the streaming on. It's PUBG this weekend, baby, so we'll see you there. Thanks for your time and your view, and have a great weekend.